Hi, my name is Evan Fisher. I'm a part of the KVCC program, and I'm going to present a Tikka Masala dish garnished with some cilantro and served with some jasmine rice. Okay, so first we're gonna have to blend this coriander into a fine powder. I would put the top on first, because when you put it in there when it's not running, it can not mix properly. We're gonna just blend this into a fine powder, just so it can evenly incorporate into the tikka masala. So once that is a fine paste, or a fine powder, want to add your garlic, 7 cloves to be exact, 3 serranos. Now, in the recipe I did, typically you'll do Fresnos or bird's eye chilies, but with this one we're going to try serranos. Half teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of turmeric, 1 to 2 inch knob of ginger, tablespoon of garam masala, and a 1/4 cup of water. Cap on. We're gonna need to plunger this because it does get pretty thick. Take out the plunger, wipe it off. I'm gonna slowly pour in our oil. Blend that up a little bit more. Gonna get a rubber spatula. I'm just gonna scrape this out. Now for this paste is just purely demonstration. I do have already pre-made paste because it's the exact measurement you want when you're doing your tikka sauce. Just want to get a good bit out of there. It's hard to get exactly all of it out of there just because of the blades in the blender, but try to get as much out as you can. And here we go, we have our tikka paste. This is our base for our tikka masala we are going to make. Set that aside here. So, next, we are going to blend our tomatoes. But first, before we do that, I'd like to show you. This is the marinated chicken that you will be marinating for at least 20 minutes or preferably overnight. And this mixture is just, you know, cubed up boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of the paste you just used. So you don't need any seasonings. You already have all your seasonings and all your flavors in your paste. Now we are going to blend our tomatoes. This is a 28-ounce can of peeled tomatoes. There we go. And let's just get a lot of this stuff out of the way. Make it less cluttered. Put our top on. And then we're just gonna blend. Now, one thing about blenders, as you saw at the beginning of this video, it went really, really high, spun really high. That's actually a really good tip I'm gonna teach you. You wanna keep all your blenders always at low before you put them away, just so the next person, it doesn't happen to them like that. Take our fine mesh strainer, and we are going to strain these tomatoes. Now this is good. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there are some little seeds. You don't want those in there. Skins, seeds on these tomatoes. I've done a lot of tomato concasse. I can say for sure that these tomato seeds and these tomato peels, they do not cook down. So we have our tomato sauce, and now we are going to start on our final product. So I have this pan pretty hot. You want it quite hot only because you are working with this yogurt marinade, and it will stick to the pan and get a little bit of fond, so don't worry, it's not burning. The stick is good. You want all those flavors to be at the bottom of the pan, so when you put the tomatoes in there, it's gonna deglaze that whole pan, and it's gonna get all those nice caramelizations in there. So now that we have this hot, I'm gonna grab my tongs. And I'm just going to put this in here. And see, it's quite hot, but any normal person would know when it was too hot. It will explode. And this oil is not to be messed with either. That oil, especially on gas stoves, gets into the flame, it will cause a really big poof of fire, and that is very dangerous. You do not want that happening. So yeah, you're just gonna let these sear. Flip some of these over. Give you an example piece. This is what you want out of your chicken. Nice, even, golden brown. Develop those flavors. And with this tikka masala, heavy spices, I mean, if you could smell this stuff, it smells heavenly. Oh yeah, that's a nice brown right there. And with this, when you do it at home, you'll just want to partially cook this chicken because you will be simmering it in that sauce for quite a while, and that will get fully cooked and nice and tender. Turn this down. We're about to take the chicken off. All right. Got some color on there now. Let me get this bowl so I can take this out. And now I do have already cooked chicken right here, and we're going to use that later. And now we're going to add our onions and sweat our onions so we can develop more caramelization. Good, nice flavor profiles going here. Mix that all around. You want to sweat onions, you just want to saute them for a few minutes until you see them getting translucent. Depending on how much you want, you could get a little bit of brown on there, how long you cook them. So yeah, you just want to stir these around, get a lot of that spawn off the pan. Then we're going to add our butter. Saute that up a little bit. Get that all nice and melted. Now this dish is similar to butter chicken, but obviously the only difference between this one and butter chicken is a lot more dairy, a lot more butter, more cream. It's going to be more orangey. This one is going to be a little bit of more red, kind of curry, tikka masala. The onions are nice and buttery now. Gonna add paprika. This is about a tablespoon. Obviously don't drop the container in the pan. I don't think you want plastic in your food. Gonna add some of this paste. And one thing I'd like to mention is the paste isn't normally green. Like I said, I use serrano peppers. It's gonna be like a red paste, but it'll still taste just as delicious. You're gonna get this all sauteed up, and because of the heavy spices in this, it also will stick to the pan just like the chicken. But don't worry, that is all a part of the plan. All that nice and incorporated. Now we're going to pour our tomato sauce in. Turn up that heat. Stir this up. And you just want to saute this. Get all that nice spawn off the pan. mixed in. Then, after that's been simmering, you guys will want to probably simmer this for like 10 minutes until this tomato sauce gets thickened out. Turn this heat down. And then we're going to want to incorporate our heavy cream. This is about 1.25 cups of heavy cream. Stir that. And see, now we're going to get that nice orangey red color. Let that simmer. And then next we will be adding our chicken. This is the chicken that I have already cooked. So really this is just a little bit of flavor profiling in the middle, or in the beginning, just getting all those caramelization, Maillard reaction. And it's mostly just simmering, waiting things to thicken up. But this sauce is looking really, really good. And we're just about ready to serve. So I have my rice here. This is just 1 1/4 cup of water, about 1 cup of jasmine. Typically you want to use basmati, but jasmine or any type of rice you want can work. And I just put a few cardamom pods just to give it a little bit extra flavor so it's not so plain. This is coming up to a nice simmer. And then you want to take a spoon, just do half of this bowl with rice. And this dish is pretty forgiving, as a lot of your dish is just going to be with the masala. Turn that off now. And then you just want to spoon in your masala until even with the rice. Set that right here. Some cilantro sprigs, and there you have it, tikka masala.